There, I'm Luke the cooking camper along with Zena the glamper camper, and we've got a super exciting late night project today. Dear God, thank you so much for blessing this earth with such amazing and funky and beautiful creations. We are so grateful that you have bestowed upon this earth all of the cacti, all of the different kinds of cacti, palm trees, citrus trees, tomatoes, every single food, every single plant on earth. Lord, we're so grateful. Amen. Okie dokie, you guys. So, me and Zena, one of our best friends, you guys, gifted us this massive crested cacti, okay? I've got no idea what the species or the genus or whatever you want to say, got no idea what it actually is, but I've already had it out of soil for an entire day. I did not remove any of the soil when this cactus was gifted to us, but you can see right here, that's all the soil that was attached to the plant. This was actually in a container. So we just took it out of the container. It's been living in a pretty shady location. So I'm gonna try to give it that same location here. But today me and Zena are going to be putting this into the ground. So let me show you guys where we had originally thought we were gonna put it before we started this. But I think we are going to move it to a different location. So you can see right back here, hello Gustavo. Today we are planting a beautiful crested cacti. So me and Zena have just uncovered the soil right here. So we were going to plant it. I want it to be pretty, I'm concerned about it getting too much sun. So I thought possibly right here would be a good option. But I think that's too far away. I don't think it's going to be seen as much as I want it to. So where I actually want to put it, I think, is like right here. So that is what we are going to do. Let's see. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to see how deep the rocks are right there. Hello, hello. So maybe if I move the box, you guys will be able to see. This right here is the cactus that me and Zena are planting today. Our friend Sandra gifted it to us. So the first thing we're going to do is just see how thick the rocks are right here. I don't have tons of soil to add to this, so I really don't want it to be super deep, which I'm already feeling with my fingers. I think that's how it is in this location. So let's try our shovel here. Stay. So I think I've officially hit dirt. What's happening is me and Zena were gifted an absolutely glorious cactus, and it has been in a pot, I think, for its entire life. And me and Zena have a kind of a late night project to put it in the ground just because it's so hot. We wanted to wait until the sun had gone down. So I've just hit dirt in this hole, so I'm just going to remove the rest of the rocks And I don't have enough cactus garden soil to fill in. This is the level of the rocks where my hand is. The dirt is all the way down here, and the cactus just is not that tall. So what I'm going to do is add some soil just to bring the level of the soil up a little bit. And I'm not going to be using cactus soil. I mean, I am, but that's not going to be the only soil I'm adding to this hole, just because it is too deep. And again, I don't know what cactus this is, so I have no idea its mature size or anything. But here is the cactus. We'll show it to you guys right here. There is that beautiful, beautiful cactus. So, you guys watch Xena for a moment. Stay. I will be right back with some more soil. Okie dokie. So I'm back with the soil. We've got the cactus mix, which I don't think is going to fill the whole hole like I wanted to. And then we've just got this planting mix. So I'm going to dump this into the hole. Now, this is how, when you live in Arizona, we live in Zone 9B, and a lot of the places in our yard, sometimes there's a foot of rock, and you have to go all the way down in to get to the soil. And you don't want, at least I don't want, a plant all the way down under there. For instance, this plant, if I did that, this down is the roots. So if I put that into the soil, and then the rocks came up to here, you'd only be able to see the very, very tip top of the cactus. So that's not what I'm going for here. So I just want there to be soil so that the roots of the cactus will be able to, or the plant will be able to eventually make it down to real dirt. But I just need to fill in the hole. So we've just added the cactus soil, and then this one is just a potting mix. And now that gets the soil level up quite a bit higher. So now I need to get this message retracted. Hopefully y'all aren't saying anything too wild. Now I'll get the light right here. And Xena, thanks for the help, sweetie pie. Now I'm going to just try to lift this cactus and put it right into the hole. Again, I have no idea what the variety is. You guys got knocked over. Give me one moment. Okie dokie. Back in business. So, like I said, I've got no idea what the variety of this cactus is. I just know that it's beautifully crested. So, what I'm gonna do is create just a divot in the soil that I've added. And now I'm just going to attempt to pick up the cactus and drop it in place. So just because of the size of this cactus, I am wearing gloves. Normally, when I'm handling cactus, I don't prefer gloves. Here is the freaking beautiful cactus. The most beautiful cactus I have in my entire yard. Look at that, you guys. My knee is in the way. Okay, so now what I need to do is figure out exactly how I want it to be placed. So we'll move Xena back a little bit, bring you guys forward a little bit. And now I can use the rocks to my advantage a little bit. But first, I need to get the cactus placed exactly how I want it. So if I were to push it straight up where it is right now, it looks like the divot that I made is not quite deep enough. So if we go in here, pull out some of that soil. Now that divot's a little bit better. So you can see this is what we're looking at now. Now I just have to determine which way I want the cactus to face, which I think I want it to do an about face. I want to be looking at this side of the cactus. I think that that is the prettiest angle. So now, like I said, I just took this out of a pot. It doesn't have a super robust root system or anything. And I'm just going to push the soil in and around that cactus. So I've got it exactly where I want it. And this cactus, again, does not have the roots. So if I decide that I absolutely hate this location, I want to move it in the future, it won't be very difficult. But this is where it's gonna live. I think it looks absolutely beautiful right there. And now we are just going to push the rock right up against the edge. Now cactus will actually produce roots anywhere the plant is touching soil. So I'm not super concerned about any of the parts of the cactus like this in the front touching the soil. I think that in the long run, that will probably be good for its health. Look at how cute Xena is. She is helping in the garden this evening. So now, I'll push these rocks in around the backside. And I'm gonna be really curious to see if this thing grows, if it gets bigger. I mean, obviously there's a possibility it could perish. Hopefully it doesn't. But I am just so grateful that our friend Sandra gifted this to us. It was just sitting in her yard, wasting away in a container. And we are finished, you guys. I think that's absolutely beautiful in that location. I absolutely love it. If you back up a little bit, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but we've got a little cactus corner here. Purple prickly pear, Mexican false cardon, or a Mexican giant cardon, a false saguaro in other words. And then there is that beautiful crested cacti. I think that that location gives it the perfect amount of, you can still see it from everywhere in the yard. It's front and center, but it's kind of under those palms right there. So eventually it might get too big for that location, or it might be able to live there forever. We'll never know. But that was super, super exciting. Thank you so much, Sandra. We are so excited. The cactus is real. It's a crested cactus. I just don't know what the variety is. But me and Zena are so grateful for everyone who watched this live. If you liked it, make sure to give us a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the bell so that you never miss the next time me and Zena do some yard work or upload any of our other random videos. Dear God, thank you so much for making such a beautiful creation. And before we end it real fast, so scientists, I'm not a scientist, but scientists don't quite understand why cactus crest, but you can see right here, it's crested right here, it's crested right here, and then right in this location, you can see how it's like perfectly going up straight. This is reverting back to whatever the cactus's like typical growth pattern would be. So I think that's going to be really interested to see if this thing grows, how it grows, and yeah. As I'm pressing it, it looks a little bit not as firm, like together. It's not squishy by any means, but it's just not quite as firm as it was in the container. But hopefully it loves its new house. There's a little stick in there. But yeah, get out and enjoy what God has given us, and get out and enjoy nature and food as much as we do. Have a great one. Bye.